Good morning. So remember how I told you guys that I was making my own coffee creamer now? Well, it's time for me to make some more, and I'm gonna share this recipe with you guys. If you remember around Christmas time, I was obsessed with like the Grinch sugar cookie creamer, and it sold out so fast and I could not find it anywhere. Well, this is like a homemade version of the sugar cookie creamer. It's really, really good. I'm still perfecting it, but the recipe that I have is delicious. I feel like I could make it a little bit more sugar cookie-ish. Someone told me to use, it was a different kind of extract, like a buttercream extract or something like that you can find at the grocery store, so I need to find that. And you can also use vanilla bean paste, which I think would give it even more flavor. I just have like the vanilla extract, so that's what I'm gonna use. But if you have the paste, I feel like try that. But I'm gonna show you how to make this. I've got my pot here on like a low to medium, and we're gonna add 1 can of this sweetened condensed milk. Then we're gonna add 2 tablespoons of vanilla extract, or like I said, you can use vanilla bean paste if you have it. And then this almond extract is what gives it like the sugar cookie taste. So half a teaspoon of almond extract. And then about 1 tablespoon of powdered sugar. And then 2 cups of your favorite creamer or milk. I did like a cup and a half of half and half, and then the rest of it with milk, because I want it to be that thicker creamer consistency, but not too thick. So I like to thin it out just a little bit with some milk, but you use whatever your favorite is. You can do almond milk, oat milk, regular milk, half and half, heavy cream, you choose. And then we're just gonna let this all come together and then cool down, and it'll be done. It is so easy to make your own coffee creamer. And I gotta tell y'all, it smells so good. It's like very cozy. It smells like you're baking because you have that like almond and vanilla extract in there. But I can't get over how simple it is to make. And then you know like what all ingredients are in your coffee creamer. That smells so good.
Oh, yes.
It feels like a baking day. That's why I love it so much.
It does smell like baking. It's like we got a cake in the oven.
Yeah, it does. Bunky's gonna go outside and actually plant our new blueberry bush. My mom got it for him. And we got a new planter, so cute, from Walmart. So he's gonna go out there and plant that. I'm gonna let this cool off. We'll get it put in our little creamer container. And then I'm gonna make us some breakfast.
Ooh, what are we having?
I want a fried liver mush, egg, and cheese. But I was thinking I could make you your like lock bagel.
Yes, please.
Does that sound good?
That is like one of my favorite breakfast items.
Ooh, okay,
so,
good.
I'm looking forward to that.
Okay, you plant the blueberry bush. I'll make the breakfast.
All right.
Better Homes and Gardens planter.
That's me.
Look at this planter, y'all. It is so beautiful. It is a Better Homes and Gardens. I've actually looked at this planter, gosh, for months. And I found it on rollback. It is massive.
Perfect size for our little blueberry bush.
It is.
And then what I just like about it too, it's already got this drain plug built in.
It's perfect. So you guys know we have been shopping at Walmart all summer long for all of our like patio and outdoor needs. We have found the best stuff, as you guys are well aware. And I just love being able to find things on rollbacks. Like I said, I've had my eye on this planter for literally months since it came out, and it is just so beautiful, and I'm so excited that I finally got to get it. I also picked up some of this Miracle Grow potting soil, which we're gonna use. And then Bunky has been wanting, it's almost hysterical. He has asked us about these Fiskars. Is that how you say it?
Yeah.
Every time we go in there, I'm like, Bunky, get the Fiskars. They are pruning snips, so that way we can, like, you know, keep all of our plants looking fresh.
That's
all
right.
of the dead leaves and stuff off of them. So he's so excited to find those. And these were actually on rollback as well. I'm going to have all of this linked down below for you guys. I'm telling you, Walmart.com has everything. Shop on there for all of your patio stuff. They have the cutest things right now. So thank you so much to Walmart for sponsoring today's video. I'm telling y'all, if you want an outdoor space to entertain or just to relax on this summer, you need to shop on Walmart. You can have quality and style while still saving and really transform your little oasis without breaking the bank. We had been looking for a planter for this blueberry bush, and I'm telling you, this Better Homes and Gardens planter is is so beautiful. It was the perfect size and the quality is amazing. I love that we've been able to add small touches to all of our outdoor spaces this summer that just made it feel more cozy and upgraded and stylish. They really made a big difference. So I will have each of these linked down below, as well as a few other favorites, and you can visit the Outdoor Oasis page on Walmart.com or in the app to find the latest products for summer. Okay, I got my creamer in here without making a mess. I've got to get like a little funnel so I can do this more easily. I always have a little bit left over, and then I just put that like in a mason jar because Bunky convinced me to get the small creamer container. We probably need to get a bigger one, but I just pop a lid on this and then put it in the fridge, and it'll last for like a week up to 2 weeks. I kind of try and go off of the date of like the milk or cream that you're gonna use. Bunky started, he's out there like trimming bushes and stuff now, so I'm gonna make him a little iced coffee as well and then take it out there to him. I gotta open another container. Ooh, it's gonna be so good. My goodness, Bunky. What in the world?
You think it looks better or worse?
It looks better.
Thank
I brought you iced coffee.
Oh, good.
Once you start, it's like you just can't stop. But that looks really good though.
I think it looks way better than it did.
It does. It needed it. Okay, now I'm gonna make us some breakfast.
Oh, that's good.
So good? The creamer's good?
All around delicious.
Okay. On to breakfast. I got all my things laid out here, and I know some of y'all judge me hard about the liver mush, but I cannot help it. It is just so good. So I'm gonna fry it up. I like thinner sliced liver mush because then it gets really nice and crispy on all sides. I say all sides, both sides, and you just fry it in a little bit of butter, y'all. It's so good. But I also love it with grits, so I think I'm gonna make a little bit of buttered grits. I add a little bit of sugar to them with some scrambled eggs and cheese. Y'all, this is my kind of breakfast, okay? And then we'll make Bunky's because his doesn't have to like cook or anything. No, you just wait till this starts crackling and getting toasty, y'all. You cannot knock it till you try it, okay?
If I look a little sweaty and red-faced, I am. I clipped this bush back. You can see there's the pile of all that. Trimmed, that's the same kind of plant. And then we have these things. I don't even know what they are, but my gosh, it seems like they multiply. But I cut out about, oh, you know, 10 or 12 of those. And then this is unfortunate, but this is rosemary. Can't tell there, but more rosemary. We had this rosemary bush here, or I guess we still have it here, but it has just been overtaken by the lantana. I think everything in this bed is overtaken by the lantana. That poor little bush. You used to be all by yourself, didn't you? All of this has been clipped away, about half the size that it was before. But I'm about ready to go eat myself a delicious breakfast.
Okay, so now for Bunky's lock bagel. I barely toasted it just to warm it a little bit, and then like a thin layer of cream cheese. Now I'm gonna lay down these like really thin slices of salmon. And this is like a smoked salmon, by the way. Isn't it so funny how differently we eat? Like I want a fried liver mush sandwich and he loves smoked salmon. Oh. And then on top of his salmon, I'm gonna lay down just some really thinly slices of red onion. I always think this is such like a pretty breakfast, but not one that I'm too inclined to eat. Okay, and then on top of that, we are going to sprinkle on some capers. I'm pretty sure that's like all you do for a lock bagel, but I feel like it just needs a little sprinkle of everything bagel seasoning. Don't you think that would be so good on there? Just a little sprinkle.
Ooh!
Bunky, just in time.
Right on cue.
Now that is a beautiful breakfast if I've ever seen one.
Wow.
I mean, I wish I liked it at all, but you know, that looks so good.
The only trouble there, it's gonna keep me away from you the rest of the day.
I was just thinking, I am not kissing him the whole rest of the day. You are sweating, sir.
You know, I tried to beat the heat.
It didn't happen. It's just hot.
It's nearly impossible. Nearly impossible unless you get up with sunrise, I think.
Yeah.
And then even it's still about 75 degrees when you wake up here and probably about 90% humidity.
Yeah, the humidity is what gets us.
Whew. I'd love nothing more than to just sit in the air conditioning the rest of the day. But I think I might go ahead and just eat this and then pressure wash that patio.
Are you really going to?
I think so.
Well, at least the pressure washer will feel better. Like it's, you know, water.
Yeah, it does give you a nice little mist.
Oh my gosh, Monkey, you're a wild animal.
So good.
You love that breakfast.
I do. You want to convince me to go to breakfast?
That's
Find me
it.
a place that's got that.
Is it too much cream cheese or like just enough?
If you're asking me, which you are, not enough cream cheese.
Oh, okay. I didn't want it to be like too thick on cream cheese.
Yeah, you can go too heavy on the cream cheese, but this is one of those things that I like, not excessive, but like a good amount.
Okay, good to know. Mine is equally as delicious. Breakfast is done. Most of Monkey's yard work is done. We're looking good. We're gonna cook some good dinner tonight. Let me tell you guys a funny story. So the other day, we were gonna make dinner and I ended up getting a headache and we didn't make it that day. Then we tried to make dinner again last night and y'all, it turned out to be the worst recipe we have ever made ever. Like Pinterest failed us. And when I say failed us, I mean it was so bad. I explained on Instagram, so if you're following me there, then you saw it. And so many of y'all said that you still want to see the recipe because we have all the footage. So I might have to like add that into another video sometime because it was one of the biggest fails we've ever had.
I don't know if it was actually Pinterest's fault. I mean...
Oh no, people on Instagram, Funky, I had so many messages of people saying that like they also pinned or seen that recipe and tried to make it and that they had to throw it out as well.
Well, it's good to know that we're out here testing things and making sure they're good for you.
Yeah, so never ever follow the recipe on Pinterest that says sweet Hawaiian chicken because it doesn't turn out sticky. And everyone's like, you can't even achieve that texture in a crock pot, which I didn't feel like you could.
Yeah, I agree.
Anyway, so that was a whole fail. So we're making another recipe that I am so excited to make because I see so many people make Tater Tot casseroles. And I feel like we've only ever made one. It was probably like 4 years ago.
It's been a while.
So this is going to be a cheeseburger Tater Tot casserole. It's going to be so good. I have my hamburger meat because I can call it that. Right?
That it is.
Because we are making hamburger Tater Tot casserole. I mean cheeseburger. I have it cooking back here, so we're just gonna brown this and then drain off all the grease. And then of course you're gonna need a bag of frozen tater tots. And if y'all have ever made a tater tot casserole, you know that like it's almost best to kind of like par bake them. So I have to preheat my oven to 350. While it's preheating, I'm gonna put these in my casserole dish and let them just kind of like get in there and get warm while the oven's preheating.
Excellent dual use of dish.
Yeah. Monkey was like, that's a good idea because that's the whole reason we never make tater tot casseroles. He always feels like the tater tots don't get crispy enough for him.
I mean, do people like soggy French fries?
No.
No, they don't. They like crispy French fries, so we gotta have crispy tots.
Yeah, and the thing about these is that
Still preheating there, but
no, that's what I want to do.
Oh, okay.
Get like, you know, while that's preheating, those can kind of cook. But I feel like most tater tot casseroles, you put the tater tots on top of the dish, and this one it's going to be kind of like mixed in.
Oh.
Got some cheese. Ooh, so thank you, Mom. Okay, B, you got my hamburger meat drained. Yes. Okay, so now we're going to add all of our other ingredients. Actually, let's put this in a bowl so I make sure there's enough room for everything. I just had the most genius idea. Instead of messing up a bowl, I'm just gonna get out our 9x13 and we'll just mix it all in there.
You're just full of tips and tricks today.
It's what I do. Isn't that so something you would say?
Yeah.
Hopefully, you know, our 10 minutes that they got to just warm up will be enough, sufficient.
They're still a little chilly.
That's fine. Okay, so to our tater tots, we're gonna just add our ground beef in here. You know what I just realized though? We never season the ground beef and the recipe doesn't call for it, but like, I can't really cook something and not season it.
Yeah, for sure.
So I'm just gonna give it a little bit of the blend. Does that sound good to you?
Okay, I'm glad you reached for that one.
Just salt, pepper, and garlic. No cracked pepper parmesan
no cracked
today.
pepper parmesan in here?
Now to this, we're gonna add a little bit of the condensed cheddar cheese soup, which I think that's just gonna be so good.
So is the whole can going in there or just like part of it?
I probably should check the recipe. Let me check the recipe.
Hey, pause.
Okay, check the recipe. It's actually the entire can of the condensed cheddar cheese soup. So we'll just add that right in. Looks so appetizing. And then you're gonna add 1 16-ounce container of sour cream. Bunky.
Wow.
These are my flavors. This is my flavor profile.
This is like a cream burger cheeseburger.
Oh, that sounds good to me.
Or it's almost like loaded tater tots.
Yeah. Oh, that's basically what I feel like it kind of is. Now, as far as the bacon goes, you can absolutely fry up some bacon and chop it up and use that. It'll probably be like even better. But just to like simplify the recipe, we have this big package of like the real bacon pieces. So I'm just gonna sprinkle these right on top. I'm gonna add a little bit of my shredded cheese and then I'm gonna save the rest of it to like add on top. Now the question is, how do we stir this?
Might need to just go in with the hand.
If you decide to not mix yours in a bowl.
Because we got to get that soup, you know, everywhere, right?
Then you can pull a bunky and just use your hands.
There's just something wrong about this.
What do you mean? Because it's going to be so good?
No, it just feels so weird. I feel like I'm at, you know, like church on Halloween. And you're playing that game where you're guessing what you're sticking your hands in.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
I'll tell you what, I'm excited for this.
Wow, that was a nice turn, huh? I feel like we're getting there though. I feel like we might actually be there.
So this is gonna go into the oven at 350 for about 40 minutes to 50 minutes. I have my extra cheese. I'm actually gonna let it cook most of the way. And then when it has like 15 minutes left, I'll add the rest of it. I just don't want like the top of it to burn with the cheese. Then it's gonna be time to eat. And you're looking at two excited people.
You know what I also think is, I feel like really gonna make it a little bit of a difference in this is that with the ground beef, the hamburger portion, I tried to leave it into slightly larger pieces so that it wasn't, you know, broken down too much and it was all really small. Like I feel like with this you want to kind of be able to find one of those little
Little what?
One of those little meatballs of delight.
Okay, so it just came out of the oven and it looks amazing. After I put the cheese back on, I put it back in for 20 minutes. I think that was perfect. I'm gonna get a fork and see like how
done the tots are.
I think they're actually really done though. My mouth is like watering.
You know what would be really, really good on there?
What? Sour cream?
No, there's like a ton of sour cream in there.
Oh
right?
yeah.
I was gonna say some form of like the Big Mac sauce, like a good burger sauce just drizzled.
If the little bit of tater tot that I just pulled off of there is any indication of how this is gonna taste, I'm just in for a treat, okay? I'm literally just like salivating. You don't even know. Oh wow.
That is looking great.
It's like creamy on the inside in there. Oh my word. Heavens to Betsy, Bunky, I'm about to eat this.
The tater tots just turned into like this wonderful potato mash.
It's kind of like you said, almost like loaded tater tots. Oh yeah, I got that meat. Put it over here. I try to get a little bite of everything in here. So I have my meat, my bacon, my cheese, my tots. When you think of the ultimate comfort food of your life, like you think of like a Friday night in your PJs, movie night, and you want something amazing.
Yeah, like you're not going anywhere.
This is that recipe.
Yeah, I think like in the Midwest, maybe like the northern Midwest, they call this type of thing a hot dish.
Yes, I think so.
Hot tots.
Y'all, there's not a lot to like not like. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I mean, you take
It's basically just like the best of everything that I love in the world.
yeah, all of the things that went into there by themselves are good. Put them all together. What if you actually put the hamburger dill pickle chips in there?
Hamburger dill pickles. Yeah.
Not too many, like just a few.
You know what's hilarious?
You want to know what else is hilarious?
It's hilarious. Let me tell you mine first.
Okay.
I am so blonde that when you said that, I had to really think through it because you know how I love the Lay's dill pickle chips?
Uh-huh.
I thought you meant to like crush up potato chips and put in there, and I was like, with the tater tots?
No, we got enough potato
Okay, now
in
I
there.
understand.
I really do think that the addition of my pickles in here would be great.
I think it would be really good. Give it a different
I do
texture.
like too the hamburger element in here was really left in its purest form, and I'm really enjoying those little beefy bites with all that cheesy goodness.
See, Bunky, you know, he's not like a big potato fan, so like, this is more like my style, what I would love to eat.
Yeah. Oh no. Yeah, that was good.
With the potato, with the hamburger and the bacon, I think. I love this recipe. Now, Bunky just does not love a tater tot recipe. Like, this is why I haven't cooked one in 4 years, because he's like, it's good, but it's just not his favorite thing. Although for me, it's like my favorite thing. I love it. But I think if you love tater tots, then you should try this because it really does have so much flavor and it's cheesy and just so warm and like comforting. So good. So I will leave this recipe link down below for you guys. Don't forget to check out Walmart as well. I love you so much. Give this one a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, y'all.